Hey guys, it's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site and the antidote.com, bringing you another live exclusive segment of Kickin the Real. Got a very, very special guest with me today, the big homie. How are you today, T?
I'm good. How are you today?
I am doing well. Go ahead and tell everybody where to follow you on social media.
You can follow me on Instagram at _Tyxic, Tyxic.
Now, the crazy thing is we have been knowing each other for years, but I'm not even going to jump into that because they ain't none of y'all business. But how did you kind of get into music? What kind of inspired you early on to become the artist that you are today?
Well, I've been doing music since I was a kid. You know, I sang in choir, in school. That was always fun for me. And my mom actually is a rapper.
Nice. Shout out to
So I definitely, picked up on a lot of the hip-hop side of music from her, listening to her, rehearse and whatnot. So that was always just inspirational, hearing her do it and actually listening to it when she's done.
Right, like seeing the whole process.
Yes. So, yeah, that was really how it all started.
Very nice. Now, venturing through choir, having that awesome influence of a female figure right at home, at what point did you really step out and go, okay, I think music is for me?
Well, I had a little experience with it in high school. I was in a group called Vested.
Nice.
That was pretty fun. It was a girl group, 3-girl group. We kind of ended that, but honestly, when after I met you, I remember you really wanted me to do a song, with you, and I was like, no, I don't know, I've done that, and I didn't really like the results from it, but you really encouraged me to do one, and just having that feel back in the studio, it was it was really, really amazing, like just the feeling of being, behind the mic and hearing your voice play back, like it's a feeling like you can't imagine.
Yeah, it was crazy for me, because I hadn't done it in forever. So just to have that experience with you and be able to kind of find ourselves through that adventure of singing was cool as well. And no, those songs are not released. We are working on whether or not that will ever happen.
I don't know. Well, that was early on.
Yeah. The experience and the growth we done come a long way.
A long way. But they were good for
that time.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the content is classic, but we've developed a lot since then. Yeah. So with that being understood, you kind of ventured into opening up and finally finding yourself again, being able to express yourself through your music, and really finding your voice and your passion again. What has inspired the motion for the new project that you're working on right now?
For the new project that I'm working on, well, that is going to be more, because I right now I have one out. It's on all major platforms.
Check that.
Titled Tyxic, Tyxic. But that one was more of my coming out story, emotions I felt, becoming an adult.
Right.
So it's a lot of toxicity.
That's what I got there.
Yeah, you have love, you have hurt, you have cheat, you have passion, you have anger.
Right.
That's all wrapped in that first album. And now what I'm working on is more, that exciting time. We all go through things, and it gets better, and you feel better, and your music, shows.
Right.
So I think, my next project, it will be a surprise.
Right.
And I honestly think, it'll do great.
I'm excited because the Tyxic album, I remember the first time I actually played it, it was so funny because your mom actually is the person that dropped it off to me. She was like, ding, right in the DMs with it.
She does that.
And I was like, okay, I was waiting on sis to send it to me, but all right, mom, let's go. So I played it, and it was just really refreshing to hear how you kind of opened up, and you were able to be transparent, and you were okay with showing viewers and listeners and fans that it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to acknowledge anger and hatred towards a situation without being binded to that negative emotion. And I think it was very cool that you opened up to inspire other girls to kind of pick up the mic and be confident in what they do. Now, so far as R&B goes, so far as female singers goes, you're not very plentiful here in the city. You know, you come a dime a dozen. Not very often do we have a handful of you guys in one place at one time. So with that being understood, as an artist, what is it that you're trying to accomplish where your fans are concerned? What do you want them to take from you as an artist?
Really, you know, I definitely want people to know that I am not your average artist. I don't plan to be. I want people to know from me as an artist that I'm very original. I'm very organic, you know, and it's okay to be that way. I know it's a lot of things in society that, you know, would like you to
conform.
Yes, definitely. And I want people to know, you know, from my music, if I touch anybody that's trying to be an artist, you know, or is inspired by what I'm doing, I just want them to know that, you know, I'm there with them, because I don't want to conform to the norms. And I think it's a beautiful thing that you can be so naturally yourself, and you do it in such a beautiful light. You know, you're okay with not having on a face full of makeup. You're okay with, you know, throwing on hooping shorts and a t-shirt, because, you know, you venture into the athletic side as well. And I think it's cool that you get to stand in and be that beacon of light for girls that don't want to have to rely on hair and nails and makeup. Not that there's a problem with that. Because there is no problem with that.
Because when it's time to turn it on.
Yeah, because I mean, there is times. But I don't think, you know, just because I'm an artist that I should, you know, portray that in every way, every aspect of life, because I am normal, just like everybody else. And, you know, it's not that important, honestly.
That's why I love the fact that you're so down to earth and so humble in the ideal that your experiences are like anybody else's. You know, and I think that'll be inviting in that girl next door type of feel without being cheesy, where people are able to relate to you simply because they can honestly relate to you. I think that's dope. Now, talking about Tyxic, the project, production and features, let's go into it.
I have actually my brother.
Shout out Abe.
The homie. G.I.'s Too Cold. He has a project out now as well.
Check that.
And Sherwood Loxley, he actually records most of the songs on the album. He's a big part of the production of it, as well as features.
Very nice.
And also I have OBNJ. He's featured on my song Wait.
Nice.
And I'm pretty proud of that one. But yeah, that's as far as features go. It wasn't too many, but I am satisfied with the people that are on the album.
I think that's really awesome. I think also, like we talked about before, having the versatility in the types of music that you're able to make as well. You are a singer, but you double back and you can spit a verse or two if it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's I think, you know, I mean, it's okay, you know, to sing. I love singing, you know, but there is a rawness, you know, with me as well, that I like to bring out with the rap side. But
oh, trust me, I know. We done tore down my living room many a days, okay? I know. Now, moving forward, as you continue to create and you invest into the new project and you pour yourself more into it, I know that we're going to get a different side of things. We get a more mature aspect to how you view things and some of those experiences as well. But jumping off the porch, what can we expect coming into 2020?
Coming into 2020, we're expecting a lot, actually.
Big things.
The name Tyxic is something I plan to build as a brand. I do have a couple, you know, things of apparel
Right.
that I am trying to get out at this, time. So definitely in 2020, there will be, apparel for Tyxic.
Make sure you get that to me.
Yes.
Like that.
That's definitely the direction I'm leading with, the whole name and the music. The clothing will represent more of.
Well, let's kind of get into the brand of Tyxic. Let's kind of go deeper into it if you don't mind. The name Tyxic, you know what I'm saying? I know you from, when we was balling and running out in track. So, then, big bro like, hey, this sis. I'm like, hey, sis, we sis.
Right.
But now, seeing you as an artist, where did the name Tyxic kind of venture into play?
Tyxic came about, there was a friend of mine, close friend of mine, he just, after getting to know me for a while, he just started calling me Tyxic. And I finally asked him, I was like, why are you calling me Tyxic? And he just basically said, because I have this like mean side, I suppose, but who doesn't?
Right.
But I could be very nice and sweet and, calm and down to earth, and he just felt like that was a toxic thing to him because he hated that mean side of me, but he loved the other part. So, and I just thought it was a cool name. I'm like, okay, Tyxic with the Y. That's cool. So, I went with it, and here we are.
I think it's fly. It's like an addiction. Now, going into it, I've always pressed for this, so you guys make sure y'all tune in, like, subscribe, and follow so y'all can press for the same. I kind of want to see you and your brother jump on a project that kind of features you guys, and then another one that kind of brings mom in on a collab. I want to see Black Cat in action right quick.
That would be lovely to see Black Cat in action. I actually have brought that to her attention. But, I think I need to do a little bit more convincing. But
that's why we need y'all. We need y'all.
Yes, vote on that. We may have a vote.
Right. I'm going to pose the question.
You would definitely want to hear from Black Cat. She's something special. And as far as my brother go, we have a lot of stuff, it's just a matter of getting it down, bro. We got to get it done, but I would definitely say me and my brother, like, we come up with some really different, just amazing things together. It's like we tap into mom's head. And we're meshing. It's like, he gets the rap and I get the singing, and we good. Right. So we do a whole song freestyle.
Right.
Just because we can vibe, and I think that's one of the coolest things to have with a sibling.
Right.
That share a parent that does music as well. So that is a major benefit to learning how to write. I learn a lot from my brother and my mom. But yeah, definitely, we're gonna have something.
I'm on the lookout for that. I told you, I'm like pressing for that real soon. I want to see that. Again, you guys go and make sure that you check out the project that she has out right now entitled Tyxic. Okay, that's Tyxic with a Y. She's opening up. She's transparent. She's like, it's okay to feel things. It's okay to be moved by things. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be human, ladies.
Yes.
But conveying in next year's work, we get to kind of hear a different dynamic to what she thinks and how she feels. So we're looking forward to that. Make sure you get that project to us. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You actually got an opportunity to bless the stage at the last showcase here in June.
Yes, that was so much fun. The experience, it was really great. Like, it was one that I hadn't experienced yet as a performer. I am still fairly new to the performing game, but just the way, everything was set up, and the crowd and the response, just the loving vibe, from everybody. It was really calming and great. I was the first one to go. I was really nervous, always.
Right. But the crowd gave you such a great response.
Yes, the crowd, and the host bringing me on,
I appreciate that.
It was just a good overall experience.
Yeah, we really love to provide a platform that allows you to to be yourself. I love the fact that you were able to come in and just be your raw, organic, and natural self. And so many artists, producers, DJs, and guests that were in the buildings saw that they saw that you were open and transparent, and you were heartfelt, and that your music really meant something to you. And we do appreciate you, you know, coming out and showing us love, and also showing us love, letting everybody know that the showcase is the place to be.
Yes,
you know?
yes. It definitely is. It's definitely an experience. Yes.
We want you to get on that. So if you're interested, excuse me, I'm going to use this moment. If you're interested in being a part of the Antidote Showcase that we host each month, make sure that you're locked in and you're following. Make sure that you get with one of the A&Rs that represent the company so that we can get you onto the next showcase. Now, Ty, I'm holding a lot of pressure onto you. Looking forward to future performances. Looking forward to the upcoming project. Is there anything or anyone that you want to shout out? Anybody that deserves a little toxic love right now?
Well, as I said, you know, shout out to my mom. She's a big part of, you know, my success with this. My dad as well. You know, he's an awesome promoter. Right. They're both, you know, they're getting it. And shout out to my brother, G Ice Too Cold. You know, he's also a big part of, you know, me growing as an artist. I shout out to Sherwood Loxley. He's also, like I said, he did, you know, the biggest, you know, amount of songs on my, you know, album, and he played a big part on some of my key songs as well, featuring, and also shout out to OBNJ for, you know, the feature. You know, that's awesome. That's, you know, big. We was able to link up on that one.
That's love. That's love. Look, we appreciate you so much for taking the opportunity to come and vibe with us. You're always such a pleasure to have. You know, not only the fact that I'm just biased because this is my sis, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah. But get us all in the upcoming work. We want to make sure that we're able to keep everybody in the loop. You guys tune in, like, subscribe, and follow. Share with a friend. Download the project. Ride to it. Vibe with it. Do your thing. Make sure you guys adhere to everything that we have going on. Trips, giveaways. Be in the building for the upcoming showcase. You good? Is there anybody we need to touch? Anything we need to put out there? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we good, you know, long as y'all check it out. When y'all check it out, let me know. Like I said, my Instagram is @_Tyxic, TYXIC. Definitely let me know. I love feedback. I would love to hear anything. You can comment, DM, whatever. You know, just let me know how you feeling about it. Tell me your favorite song. You know, I want to hear all that.
She also wants y'all vibing to that. So if y'all vibing with it and you're making videos, make sure y'all tagging her in it.
Definitely.
Booking purposes, where should they be hitting you up? Let's make sure we touch that before we close.
You can hit me up on my Instagram DM, and you can also email me at tyryn.geis@gmail.com. It's TIRYN.geis, GICE @gmail.com.
It's all love right here. Again, go check out Toxic. Make sure you tune in for the next episode of Kickin' the Real. Shout out to theantidote.com. Shout out to you as our viewers. Again, like, subscribe, tag in, follow, leave your comments below. Who should I be interviewing next? It's your girl Tubbi, and we're here, Kickin' the Real. We out.